Hello, beautiful beings. Hello, everyone. So, we wanted to bring through eclipse energies for the energies between September 7th and 21, the energies going in between there and what was coming through for everyone. And yet, as we completed the Cancerian energies, we felt our energy go, okay, time to hermit, isolate, release everything, and just allow our own personal integrations for the eclipse frequencies. And now we feel inspired to share that we can bring some energies through. We have just shifted it to rather what is now coming through after the major shifts of September, so after your major shift. So it includes the 9-9 portal we had in September, includes all the dynamic planetary shifts, and also the eclipse energies. September is a huge shift in energies, releasing karmic cycles, releasing old cyclic patterns, really coming into the wholeness and cementing and crystallizing your frequency, your source energy, your way of being in order for you to finally manifest what you're wanting in the physical. So huge major shifts, and some of you are still going through those shifts. So these messages coming through don't only encompass the eclipse energy, it's now after all of the energies that you received during September, what's coming through, what is coming through after the major shift, and we look forward to what you all receive. And Aries, those of you who are Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancerian, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign, we will, at the end of the Piscean frequencies we bring through, then upload those ones, right? We wanted to continue in flow so that everybody has a chance to receive messages. So we will upload again Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer for the energies of what happens after the major shift. You four needed to also go through before, and so we're just allowing, okay, so the first four needed to go through for whatever energy shifts, and now we're coming through with this other wrapping around at the other side of the portal. The other 8 signs said, no, not now, we'll wait until after all of this to bring energies through. And that's all good for us too. So let us see what's coming through for all of you beautiful beings. Enjoy. Hello, Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarians. We are Kemet. This is for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, let's see what's coming through for all of you after the major shift you've had in September. What's coming through, Sagittarius? What's coming through October, November, December, and beyond? Now that you've completed this beautiful major transitional shift that September brought through. This beautiful releasing of karmic energies. The 9s coming in strong to clear, right? Okay. So, beautiful Sagittarius. Here at the center you have the 5 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. So what you were learning during September was to release the mind, was to clear your mind, the analysis paralysis, the overthinking, the complicating, the planning, the trying to figure things out, the trying to direct. There was a sense of control that you were holding on to which needed to go, controlling the outcome, controlling your circumstances, controlling external energies out of your control, because it brought you ease. It was almost like it was a protective measure when you had everything under control, or you had a sense of control or understanding or knowing of what's to happen, like, a plan. You had an idea, you had a plan, you had some sort of understanding of a situation. It was a protective mechanism because you realized there's something happened in your life, or through maybe just conditioning programming, or maybe through your schooling, upbringing, whatever it is, where you thought, if I don't foresee what's coming, if I don't have a clear sight, if I don't really know exactly what's coming through clearly, then I don't have a control or hold on things, and then things get unstable. And then but if I am in control, and if I understand what's coming through, and I have a sense of what's happening, then I'm safer that way. Things are in, like, it's you decided that if you have an idea or a sense of knowing, and you could just have things in a certain way, it would be safe for you. And you were realizing that this isn't true, that you don't, that it's actually keeping you from your energies coming together. Because Two of Cups is saying this is your divine feminine masculine energies wanting to come together to assist you, to come to the divine healing, a co-creative blending. And you going in your mind about everything, planning and trying to make sense of everything, wasn't actually protecting you or making the environment safe. It was actually keeping you from experiencing all that you are, keeping you from your energies actually coming together and manifesting everything that you're wanting, keeping you from the outcomes you've been wanting and deserving, keeping you from the life you are wanting, keeping you from really being in harmony and in oneness with you. Sagittarius, remember, you are that centaur energy, half horse, half human, that beautiful mystical being. And your mind was keeping you from the alchemy, the marriage of the two energies, of the light and the shadow, of feminine and masculine, of magic and alchemy. You were not allowing the divine frequencies coming together because you had to almost have a set plan or a safety measure. You needed to know what was happening at all times in order for things to just be safe and for you to have a sense of control. And so you found in September anything you were trying to control didn't work. You actually couldn't control anything. And the more you tried, the more frustrated and anxious, and it just really caused a lot of mental anguish. We are receiving mental anguish, stress and anxiety, frustration, you being snappish and irritable, and you were learning to release this energy, learning to release your mind, learning to release control and surrendering, and rather allowing your divine feminine and masculine energies to come together, really tapping into your intuition, into intuitive action, intuitive receiving, allowing the alchemy to be what was more, allowing the alchemy to take precedence, allowing your beautiful frequencies to be in control of the situation instead of your mind. So September was really you really taming the mind, releasing the controlling aspect of wherever you were controlling things in your life, Sagittarius, you were releasing it completely in order for you to allow your energies to come together to finally assist you in your true alchemy, in your true energetic frequencies. And some of you are still going through this. So wherever you are trying to control or understand or micromanage or analyze or work out, release. Just release and just know, Source, you have this. I'm just going to connect to the energies and trust that my energies are coming together to assist this, and I'll know what to do. I'm just going to be intuitive. Okay. So a huge clearing to this mental body where you were just trying to control things or trying to micromanage and analyze and process and finally releasing it, and also seeing where it stems from, where upbringing, schooling, your career, your corporate business, whatever it is, you are also seeing where it stems from and releasing it from the deep anchorings of your frequency and your way of operation within. Within. Okay. Within we have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Cups. And Source is saying, yes, your spirit energy, your energies within are saying, see, we want for you now to materialize your cups based within your authentic truth, which is born of your energies coming together, not what you think your energies have to look like. So in your thought process, you are denying your divine feminine from being in its truth, for being the Queen of Swords, because you are controlling the divine feminine, you are controlling the shadow, you're controlling the spirit by trying to control your outcome, trying to control your environment. You are controlling the energies within. You are not allowing your true, authentic, very pure energy to come through. And in order for you to release this, your spirit and your source energy really fixed the absolute truth, because the Queen of Swords is the truth that is not, that's blunt, There's no sugarcoating here. So the Queen of Swords energy was focused on your desires. So you could see exactly what you were doing, denying you your desires, denying your dreams. You couldn't hide from this. You could see exactly how you were trying to control, exactly how your micromanaging wasn't working, exactly the areas you were enabling, the ways in which you were being, the ways in which you were expressing, thinking, analyzing, whatever you were doing, which was disallowing you from receiving your dreams, your wants, you saw with absolute clarity. You couldn't run away from it. And only when you surrendered to, okay, I have to let go, okay, I have to let go, okay, I let go. And once you understood, I can't keep fighting this, I can't keep fighting me, I can't keep fighting my source, my truth, then finally you allow the gentility of the divine feminine with that beautiful cups energy to meet you in the physical and to create a beautiful alchemy. Because this is why this is the reason why you are going through what you're going through. This is the reason for the September energies, for you to finally be in harmony with your energies, for your divine feminine masculine energies to co-create. This is you committing to your source, and this is your source committing to you. This is the absolute alignment and harmony of your frequencies. And whatever was creating a distortion of this, you would see, you would learn in order for you to release. And look, before we started to shuffle the lovers, divine love, the co-creative energy of you together, not in the separation that the mind and the ego was manifesting in your life. Without. So you really saw the truths of you and the truths of what was keeping you from your wants and desires. You couldn't avoid it. It was sort of saying, listen, you are gaslighting yourself. It's time for you to see exactly how you are tricking yourself and manipulating yourself and lying to yourself with all this control you're thinking you're doing, with all this mental action, this planning, and because of whatever conditioning or past experience you had, you thinking this is going to protect you, this is making you safe, and you seeing the complete illusion of it, so you can finally face the truth of you surrendering to your divine feminine in order for you to now finally allow your energies to come together in a beautiful way. And without, see, now that you are in the space, in the physical, quick responses. So excuse us, this is what's coming through for you now in the month of October, November, and December and beyond. Quick information, quick understanding, opportunities and experiences coming through aligned with your desires, finally in your truth. Now that your desires are in the truth of you, absolute, you're receiving great information, you're receiving opportunities, you're receiving phone calls, SMSs, people wanting to collaborate with you, people wanting to work with you. Because why? Energies have come together within, now energies are coming together in the physical. So people wanting to work with you, people wanting to collaborate with you, people wanting to invest in you, people wanting to maybe new relationships, but we're really feeling here new opportunities, new co-creative opportunities opening up. A lot of co-creative opportunities opening up with people in all aspects of your life, whether it is in your spiritual journey, on your spiritual journey, whether it is in your career, in your family, in your friendships, but co-creative energies coming together now, because finally you are home in your truth, not the mental idea of you, but the true being of you. And it's allowing energies to come together for you to finally align with your dreams, your desires and goals. And you're receiving the communication, you're receiving the clarity, you're receiving the inspired thoughts, you're receiving the way how, you're receiving the phone call, you're receiving the emails, you're receiving these beautiful opportunities which are now born of your truth. Like the world at the end, before we shuffle, the world ending of the disconnect, ending of the disconnect between you and your wants and your desires and dreams, and now a new beginning of you creating and experiencing and receiving through balanced energies, through co-creative energies of your divine feminine and masculine, of your creative alchemy energy. Below, and crowning. Okay. So below, we have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So yes, look at you really receiving these opportunities and offers coming to you. So here are the messages coming in quickly from your spirit, from your higher self, giving you guidance to the desire, to your beautiful cups, and also in the material world, SMSs, messages, emails, phone calls, however it comes in, to give you these opportunities. And here they are, opportunities presented to you which finally balance, restore and give balance. So the energy you are putting out, you are receiving. Finally, you are seen. Finally, you are rewarded for what you are offering. You're no longer being undervalued. You're no longer putting yourself in spaces which no longer serve you. You're no longer planning yourself out of your abundance, basically. You're no longer thinking yourself, understanding yourself, micromanaging yourself, analyzing yourself out of your abundance. You have finally gotten out of your own way, Sagittarius, and you are allowing the energies to come together and to bring you all that you deserve. And you are happy. Whatever you're receiving, you are happy. It makes you excited. And this is you also following intuition, receiving intuitive energy. And these offers are guided by your spirit. Okay, so whoever's coming into your life, these energies offering you these messages and these opportunities of collaboration and co-creation, they are destined, they are sent by source, by spirit, by angels, by your guides. So we feel these are very destined, divinely destined opportunities and experiences. And crowning, we have the Ten of Wands, finally in your mental body, dropping the burden, dropping the wands, dropping everything else. It's because this was what was creating all the mental busyness in the beginning, everybody else's opinion, everything else you were holding on to, all the baggage, everything you were carrying on, you were holding on to so much, and you were taking responsibility for so many people, so many people's emotions, ways of thinking, ways of being. Ways of being, people's emotions, people's experiences. You were really just taking on so much, and now you're finally offloading all these Ten of Wands, and it's clearing your mental body. And now you're in your truth, you're in your clarity, and it's not a clarity and a truth of your mind, but of your energies coming together, of your divine feminine. You're finally given your divine feminine power to take charge and control and to bring energies in for you. And beneath the deck, look, we have the King of Cups, overall energy, the King of Cups. And yes, look, King of Cups, Three of Wands, and the King of Swords. We're going to take the King of Swords too. So look, the King of Cups, feeling grounded, feeling secure. You're finally feeling grounded in your energy. You're no longer feeling frustrated and in your mental body. You're grounded here, and things are coming in a way which is fair and truthful and wonderful and pleasing to you. You're receiving nurturing, caring experiences, opportunities. What you're receiving is aligned to you. And you feel grounded in your physical here. And with the King of Swords coming too, yes, you're really grounded in the mind and in the heart here. Your mind and your heart are one, they're in unison. So again, it's that energy of energies coming together, and this is in the physical. So in your physical aspect, your emotional body and your mental body are finally one, because you're not trying to control the situation, which blocks out your divine feminine, thus blocks out your emotional body in the physical, because now you find emotionally available. When you're blocking your divine feminine out and you're not feminine and you're suppressing it and you are overstepping it, overlooking it in order for your logic, you're not allowing yourself to receive from your source, to receive from your infinite self. Thus, you've closed up your heart space. You're not allowing your heart to allow the navigation of feel through your source, through your spirit. And that was causing a great distortion. But now that you've finally allowed the collaboration and the co-creation of your divine feminine and masculine, now that you've quietened the mind and you're allowing yourself to be in your emotional body, in your feelings, in your heart space, and you're feeling and you're sensing and you're intuitive, you're finally allowing yourself the energies to come together, getting clear guidance from your inner being, and now in the physical, your mental and your emotional body are in harmony, your heart and your mind are in harmony, and you're receiving beautiful manifestations with the frequencies together. Again, reminding us of that lover's energy we just saw, Gemini energy, the divine love energy, where you are no longer in your conditioned mind or your conditioned heart. You are receiving from your source in pure frequency. You are restoring your pure frequency here, restoration to your pure frequency here, Sagittarius, where you're no longer distorting your co-creative energies with your mental body, with planning and needing to know and understanding and micromanaging, where now you are finally surrendering to, okay, everything is being tended to by source and universe and God, energy, however you see that frequency. So all I need to do is follow my intuition, relax, don't think about it, intend what I want, and trust is taken care of. And allow the energies to come together, and I will know what to do when I receive it, not when I think it. When I receive the plan, not when I make the plan. When I receive the intuitive action, not when I decide what to do. I'm no longer actioning myself out of my manifestations. I'm now allowing myself to receive the intuitive guidance and promptings which allow me to be within the manifestation unfolding at this time. Beautiful energy, Sagittarius. Should you be wanting a personal reading with us, our link is in the description below. Thank you for your like, sharing, and commenting and subscribing. Thank you for being with us at this time. We appreciate you. Blessed be.